You know, it's safe to say that 2020 will go down in history as one of the most challenging years that any of us have ever had to face. And the ones who are paying the biggest price are our children, our students. Grades are at an all-time low. Academic performance across the board, across the country is suffering. You want to talk about a summer slide? Talk about a summer slide that lasts all year. And educators everywhere are tearing out their proverbial hair trying to figure out the answer to this. How do we maintain good, solid, strong education in a virtual environment where kids seem to check out more and more every day? Well, stick with me and I'll tell you one thing that isn't the answer. Hi, and welcome to Classroom Confidential. My name is Christopher Youngren, and I'm a middle school ELA teacher in Tucson, Arizona. If this is your first time joining me, then hey, welcome to my classroom. I'm glad to have you here. You know, I was reading on Facebook in one of these teacher groups that I belong to, a post from a teacher who's really frustrated about all of the students failing her classes simply because they're not handing in work. A lot of us are experiencing this. It's not for reasons of academia, it's for reasons of behavior, and they're simply just not doing what they've been assigned to do. And it was admin's response to take away the art classes, take away the music classes, and take away the PE classes. Now, I personally don't know how you do PE virtually, but anything that gets kids up and moving, I'm in full support of, so more power to you. And don't even get me started on axing arts and music programs. Aren't those always the first things to go? But in this day and age, in this environment of virtual learning, you're taking away the things that are absolutely essential to the socio-emotional well-being of these students. The things that, if you'll excuse me for being a little dopey, the things that nourish their souls, the things that get them excited. I mean, sure, there are people out there that get excited about long division and pronouns, but it's not usually met with as much acceptance as drawing a picture or singing a song. So to take away the things that are really engaging the students makes no sense at all to me, and I think it's completely the wrong thing to do. What did admin in this case replace these classes with? Wait for it. Study hall. Now, I mean, forgive me, but this is like, I was talking to another colleague of mine, a 40-year administrator, a long-time teacher, and she responded with, well, that's like giving a kid who hates math 3 extra math classes. They're like, oh, so you hate this? Well, let me give you more of it. Let me beat you over the head with this until you're absolutely bludgeoned into submission and you have no choice but to accept what we are offering you. Look, this year is a year where maybe we need to re-examine how we're educating these kids. Sure, we still need to tie it back into academia, but we need to find more ways of engagement, different ways of engagement than we have ever used before. Look, I've said it before in other videos. We have got to stop looking at 2020 through a lens of 2019. We have got to stop approaching what is coming at us in a way that we've approached it in the past, because everything is different this year and we have no idea how long it's going to last. So as a result, we need to be flexible. We need to be able to adapt. We need to try and shake things up in a way that really benefits our students best. What is that? I don't know, but I know that they're not invested in grades. I know they're not motivated by grades. And I know that, talking to them about holding them back is not working either. Telling them, oh, you don't like doing the work this year? Well, you'll get another chance to do it again next year. Motivating them by fear and threats is not the way to go. So we need to dial it back a few notches and really reassess the entire situation. Look, there is always this summer slide that occurs with students every year. Well, you know, what they forget over the summer, and there's a period of catch-up that teachers need to do at the beginning of every year. Well, by the time we get back into school, we could very well have an entire year-long slide. And imagine what kind of catch-up we're going to have to do if we use techniques with these students right here, right now, that they're not investing in and that they just check out as a result of us using. If they are all checking out and if none of them end up by third or fourth quarter doing their work, then where are they going to be when next year starts? If we all come back in person and they've all, by the end of the year, just kind of coasted their way to the finish line, what is going to happen when next year starts? We're going to have over a year of students who have not been invested, who have not been participating, and who have not been engaged. So we really have got to let go of the ideas that have governed us in the past and find new and innovative techniques to use with these students. Look, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know how important I think community is. Community before curriculum every time. But that does not mean I believe in letting go of the curriculum. The academia is important. We still need to be teaching these kids. We can't just get together and hang out and say, hey, what's your favorite movie? And you hear any good songs lately? And what's up with Minecraft or TikTok or whatever? I mean, yes, use that to a degree to connect with these students, but tie it back in to the curriculum, tie it back into the standards in a way that is meaningful to them, in a way that is significant to them, and in a way that they are going to invest in. Otherwise, I fear that we're just going to let these kids slip away more and more and more, and by the time we start next year, whatever that's going to look like, we're going to have our work cut out for us. You know, I was speaking to one of my own students the other day, and she said, Mr. Y, we're just not motivated. I'm just not motivated. I'm home alone with my brothers and sisters, taking care of them while my parents are at work, and I'm supposed to come to class and do my work, and there are just too many distractions, and I can't focus, and I'm just tired, and I don't have the energy, and I can't get motivated to do my work. And I understand. And yet, from an educator's perspective, we are trying to motivate the unmotivated. And so, yeah, we have our work cut out for us, but it's work that we all care so passionately about. But we've really got to let go of old ideas of education. I mean, again, we don't know how long this is going to last, and continuing to be governed by the ideas that saw us through in the past, it's not working now. It is not working. And just giving more study hall or more math classes or hitting them over the head with curriculum they already don't care about is not the answer. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what kind of things you're using. I've used a lot of different techniques, from improv to interactive escape rooms and really just a lot of community time with my students. But I'd love to hear. Comment below and let me know what's working for you, because we're all in this together, to coin on an oft-repeated phrase. And together, we're going to be able to get through this. And I really believe we're going to get to the end of this and find ourselves much more stronger. Yep, I'm an English teacher. Much stronger than we were when it began. So, hey, thanks so much for joining me today. I really hope you got a lot out of this. Again, I would love to hear from you. Please let me know what you think and what you make out of all this madness, because it is a year unlike any we've ever seen before, and hopefully we'll ever see again. Take care of yourselves out there. Take care of someone else. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.